sometimes it is just too much.
So embarrassed.
Am I just talking too much?
I don't remember any of that.
There's a lot I don't remember, too. Too much information.
We say that after every one of these, and
I
for some
know.
reason, we're employed all the time.
Too much, it's ruined.
I can't believe we have a show.
We might not tomorrow.
Staci and Hutch say too much.
Yay!
Look it, we're still here. Wow.
We are. We're in a giant shirt.
Yeah,
Why are you wearing a giant shirt? Where's your mic condom?
that's what I was just looking for. I realized I didn't have
TJ
one.
must be working
TJ's
today.
working there. That means it's missing and it's around somewhere.
That's all right. Don't worry about that. You guys focus.
No.
I've got this enormous one.
Yeah, that's the one she uses, so lick it.
It's the little,
Lick it.
yeah, we have to ask.
On the
her.
count of three, we all say a random word. 1, 2, 3.
Cornucopia.
Boobs.
Did you say boobs?
I had time to think about it. I thought it'd be shock and awe, but it wasn't.
No, that's not a shocking
No, I'm not shocked
statement.
that you would say that.
Anyway, what's the what word did you say, Stace?
I said chicken.
And
Cornucopia. That's a crutch one when you ask for a random.
Gonna try and make a topic out of chicken cornucopias.
No, you don't have to make it tough. What was that? What was that thing you would do as kids that had empty spaces for the words and you had to fill them in and it became a whole story? Not Sudoku. What the hell am I thinking of?
Oh, Mad Libs.
Mad Libs.
Yeah.
We could just do Mad Libs.
We would do Mad Libs all the time on road trips. And then you think they were funny and then you read them
And they're dumb.
and they're so dumb. You're like, I'm going to say a crazy word.
The tall man went into the tall building and he was nice.
There was nothing more. I hated those always.
Give an adjective.
Stupid.
Poop.
Yeah.
You know, and you're
And then
as a
you
kid,
look
you're
and you'd
just
be like, the tall man went and pooped in an ice cream cone. And you'd all,
I know. And then, your parents would hate it. I'll tell you this. Road trips are more fun when you're an adult, I think, than when you're a kid. Because when you're a kid, you're like, oh, God.
Everything took so long.
Sitting in this car forever. Are we there yet? Are we there? In a road trip, you're just listening to your music as an adult and you're just driving, windows open.
As a kid, your mom is smoking. And your dad was.
Did your mom and dad smoke?
Oh, they did when I was growing up. Yeah.
Well,
They
who
quit.
didn't?
Yeah.
bench seating in the car.
Do you have the bench seat?
No
1,
airbags?
2, 3.
It depends on the age, but yeah, it was bench. I think most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bench, no seatbelt, no airbags, no nothing.
Yep.
Yep.
We had a station wagon for a little while.
You did?
Yeah.
We did too, and it was the bench thing where if you were in the front seat, you had to sit wherever the driver had to sit to reach the pedals because you went the 1, 2, 3.
Right.
You know, and
oh man.
And then you had the windows that.
Yep.
Oh, it's raining.
Roll them. Yeah. There's a lot of looking back after this weekend. Alex and I and Chewy, we all went to see JJ Walker, Jimmy Walker,
Dynamite
doing some stand up, and it was a lot of looking back. So it was fun to think about that. I brought my picture.
I look back to a time where I wasn't even born.
Yes.
So it was
It was fun for you.
What a fun night with horrible comedy.
There's the
It
picture.
was not very great.
It wasn't.
It was atrocious. But for him, it was his.
It fit the demo or him.
It was back from his time. You know,
Yeah.
you could tell he's been doing that type of set for
Ever.
decades and decades and decades.
But a lot of people were loving it.
Eating it up.
And it was just
people
fun
who
to see
went
him.
to see him. Yeah, people who went to see him, not even knew him, grew up with him, and so that's why people go to see him.
Yeah.
You know, and he probably doesn't even need to do this anymore. He's just doing it just to have fun,
Something to
and
do.
chill and
He's 77
stuff.
now.
I loved it. He had like one joke where we were luckily also sat next to the one family of color. It was like a double date, so right to our right. And whenever he would do the joke, it was like, "Yo, growing up, I was in a black family, and we didn't have no father." And they were like, "Ah!" And the rest of us were like, "Ah!" It was fun though.
What do
It was really
you
fun.
miss about your childhood? I mean, I did enjoy the road trips. They were fun once you got to the destination, and be with the family and that. But what is one thing like you wish that you could do now that you really miss as a kid?
Tried at school
Besides bills, none. You know?
I just would miss the carefreeness of like not having to worry about things down the road,
Yeah.
like the planning ahead.
That's a good one.
Because I remember in the summer, like I would wake up early in the morning. I'd be up at 8 for some reason. Like that was early. For some reason, I would be up.
Street lights on, you're home. You're up at 8, out the door. Street lights on in the summer. You have to go home.
And I would feel like I'm cheating something, like I'm up at 8. Wow, this is exciting. And I'm going to like change the world. With
Nash
so
does
early.
that. He wakes up at 7:30, and it's just like, as adults now, we're like, that's gross.
I know.
Like, oh,
How could he not though? He's in bed by 8:30.
that's
a
true.
good,
Yeah. Well,
what?
he's in his bedroom by 8:30.
Yeah,
It's darn near 10 hours of sleep for a child.
Movie. Well, yeah, they
they
sleep
need
well.
it though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Just being in the summertime and like, oh, when I go back to school in the fall, I'm gonna be so cool.
I know. I do miss that
Oh.
now. Like, I miss the school
reset
shopping, and
button.
I hated it then. I hate it. Oh, I gotta go back to school, but like then you got your Trapper Keepers in the first day. You were like, I do. You're right. I it's so nostalgic to think back upon that. But I think it was again not associated with having responsibilities.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you have your childhood was a little weird and different?
Why
But
do you say that?
Well, because it was, but you had a good childhood up until 12.
Well, my childhood just never had like consistent. I didn't have like consistent friends and stuff like that as a kid.
You
So
moved,
a lot of
yeah.
stuff I would do. Yeah, we moved a ton. So I would just do a lot of exploring by myself. And once I got to like an age like 10, I would actually just get on like the commuter rail and like go into the city and like walk around and stuff.
Really?
Like that.
What?
At
It might be.
10?
I might be 10. 10 might be a little bit.
Well, I
remember it
kind
as
of
10.
understand that because 10
Close
through
to that.
whatever, my mom would drop me off at Disney World and I'd park hop.
Sure.
Yeah,
and
close
I'd
to
do
that.
the same
'cause
thing.
I think it was around my parents got divorced, and then they stopped paying attention as much because there was only one of them at a time.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So
they had
you could sneak away.
3 other siblings, so I could just saunter away and go sneak around, just go explore stuff.
Well, it's great because the kids and I and Lauren, all of the kids, the whole family, we're all going to minus this kid. He has to watch the dogs.
Yeah.
We're all going to the Dells this
Sucks
weekend.
being the oldest.
Cinderella.
Yeah, right.
To stay home from the
Really
mom.
quick though, same thing happened. I was the oldest sibling in my family. I never got to go anything. I had to watch the house, or I had to do this or that.
And take care of
whatever.
the younger ones.
They got all the good vacations.
Oh,
when the
whatever.
parents had money.
He's going.
Same thing. I go into a family. I got to watch the dogs while everybody else goes have fun. I'm a kid until they do.
He's going to a 3-bedroom house with a big yard. This is a vacation for him.
It's not that much, but thank you. It's very comfortable there.
Yeah,
Yay.
you're welcome.
Yeah. Let's not forget the fact that I'm doing a favor.
You are doing a favor. No, yes, you are.
So where are you going?
What would you like to be paid for this
Nothing. I
favor?
never
No,
asked for
I would
anything.
love to. I would love to pay you. Staci, can you let him
The
borrow?
Bank of
some?
Stacy? It
That's
gets
what we all
funneled-
go to. Well,
funneled
that's what we all go
offshore.
to.
Yeah.
We all go to the Bank of Stacy when we need it. It's weird. She doesn't charge interest rates. She doesn't charge. I don't know what kind of banking she's into, but
No, I do these favors so I have goodwill towards you for when like I have a weird blow up in the middle of a week or something like that. So I have some good credit. in your
I see
book.
what you do. Okay,
He's
yeah,
no dummy.
that's okay. The Bank of Stacy loans me, and I just pay her in drinks and booze and food when we go out. So
I love
pretty
it.
good.
yeah,
That's
I mean,
pretty good.
honestly, yeah.
It works out.
But no, so we're going on the road trip this weekend, and now it's obviously the kids have their iPads.
Oh,
And
yeah.
their switches and they have their stuff where it's like, man, if I had that when I was a kid, I had to sit and play the alphabet game with license plates and
Ugh.
road signs.
Or just like use your imagination like a sucker.
oh, I know.
Maybe that would be what a nice opportunity to maybe, hey, you know what, guys, we're going to do 40 minutes. Everybody put your tablets away and we're going to talk about life, how you're feeling about yourself, about others. Maybe you take a chance to maybe connect with your children.
You know what? You're staying the night, Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Why don't you try that for at least 10 minutes and
That's
see
not
how
my
that
job.
gets you?
That's
no,
not my job.
It's not, I'm just saying, we'll see how well it goes because it doesn't go very well when you say, hey, 40 minutes, we're just going to talk about life.
I do that with your children all the
Okay.
time. They're very talkative. I
Well,
get a lot of insight. And
I-
I think you should maybe do the same because I feel like they're starting to look at me as a dad figure, and that's
I'm
concerning to me.
So glad it's only 2 days with him.
They say, how's school? Good.
Right.
You like it?
yeah.
Okay.
Not me. I get insight. They talk to me about like the divorce, how they went through that and stuff. Seriously, I get a lot of insight. I'm
Well,
dead
maybe-
serious.
but maybe that's
Talk to you
why
about the divorce.
They do. They brought it up.
maybe that's why Uncle Alex is around. It's they open up to
The key was to
The
bring
cool
Nash
one.
to the bar. And that's where
Ah,
there's
yes.
something. He's a kid and he doesn't even realize. He just opens up once
you
you sit
done?
at a bar table.
Are you
Yes,
done?
I can be done. That's fine.
Can we should we save this for the air? Your weekend with the random artist that did a pop-up concert.
Oh,
Do you want to save that
yeah.
for the air or do you want to
It doesn't matter to me.
Well,
You know what I have realized though
Hmm.
is because I have entered this point in my life where I realize I've always lived for somebody else. I'm just trying to do things just Alex, trying to like life as just myself again. The problem is when you go, adventures seem to find me, weird things seem to find me. But the problem is when you're by yourself, especially if you go to like a concert or whatever, you're like a bug light for lunatics. Like people see that you're alone.
Yep.
And the other alone people are psychos, and then they
Yes.
get drawn to you, and that's so 90% of the time I'm having to deal with just shooing off.
Do
lunacy.
you walk up to other alone people?
No.
Okay, so you're not the lunatic that walks up to others.
I hope not.
Okay.
It's easy to look outwards. I try and look inwards. I don't think I'm the lunatic.
Okay. All right. Well, if you want to see more pictures, Alex posted them on his Instagram page.
Mm.
What was the Mike Sabbath?
Mike Sabbath. Yeah,
Okay.
it was very.
We'll
yeah,
talk about
I
it on there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, there you go. I think we're done. I think we talked road trips.
We talked road trips. You
And
always go away
childhood.
from the things that are planned on here.
No, it's because I
Oh.
planned them a week ago and I don't go to the sheet.
Oh yeah.
But I want to save that probably for the air. So
Okay.
yeah,
Fair enough.
people get extra special stuff on this podcast.
Yeah.
That's right.
So special.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye bye.